express and leave. I'll stay.
But...
Let's go.
My zone's defense shield won't hold much longer. You all need to hurry. I'll be here. You've got to fend them off. You hurry.
We lost communications.
Are you thinking of going back? Well, let me remind you. That's the Doomsday Beast, the Legion's planet destroyer.
The space station is Herta's creation. As long as the Lord Ravager doesn't intervene, there should be no problems.
But we can't just run away like this, right?
The Doomsday Beast can rip off the defense shield like tearing paper. And Herta's not here. The station's defenses are too weak to stand against the Antimatter Legion. Either way, the Legion has the blessing of the Aeon Nanook. They came prepared, and everyone here is not.
That's why we have to leave and take him with us.
He's that important?
He's the one who can help us turn the tides. Of course, I may be wrong.
As you say so. All right. What should we do next?
This is the supply zone where the maintenance crew works. There's a path here that leads to the railway platform. Let's head over there and meet up with Welt.
Mr. Yang? Mr. Yang's here too? Didn't he stay on the Express?
The Astral Express tracks our coordinates in real time. And with such a huge change in the space station's movements, there's no way Mr. Yang wouldn't have noticed.
I can almost guarantee that your Mr. Yang is already on his way. Right now, we might be able to handle things if it's just the Doomsday Beast, but if the Destruction's Emanator were to appear... Let's hurry up and get out of here. I'll explain later.
The exit's over there. How do we get to it? Yeah, it's the platform!
The Express isn't here.
It has to be nearby. Let me go take a peek with my sharp eyes.
Wait, march!
The Doomsday Beast. It's really here.
Get down here!
Careful, everyone!
Move carefully.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Move carefully.
You have the worst...
About this!
Time for a detailed overhaul. You won't get away!
Clemency? Never heard of it. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision! The time is now.
My turn.
Let's go.
Come one, come all.
Clemency?
Let's make it quick. What about this?
Combat is a series of
Rules are made to be broken!
You won't get away!
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's go.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception. Time for a detailed overhaul. One at a time! You won't get away!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision! The time is now.
You can't run! Stay right there while I give you a present! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Step aside.
My turn.
What about this?
Try that again!
Combat is a series.
The time is now.
Watch this!
One at a time! Reach the end of this
Mr. Yang, is he?
They're okay now. Let's talk somewhere else.
Is this the space station?
Hello there. Not bad. It would have been even better if you didn't faint, but thanks to you, the Doomsday Beast was as tame as a kitten. It had no temper at all. Yes, and you are the hero. Get up when you feel better. Himeko wants you to go find her. I have something to do, so I won't go with you, alright? By the way, we should exchange beacons. If you get lost or something, feel free to text me. Okay, off I go. Bye!
You're awake. I had March and Dan Hung stay by the express to keep an eye on things. It's almost time. She should be arriving any moment now.
I've only been gone, what, a few months? And the space station is already in this state?
Welcome back, Herta. This is the true master of the space station. Genius Society number 83, Herta.
At least give me a proper introduction. Genius Society number 83? Of all my outstanding achievements, that's what you want to mention? What you're seeing here is one of my puppets. I'm using her to talk to you. So, this little twerp has the Stellaron now? Huh. I'll have to take a good look. Truly amazing! I built a whole space station just to contain this unactivated Stellaron and keep the Blue from disaster. Yet someone was able to achieve that with this little twerp's body? How did they do it?
Moreover, the Stellaron is still very stable in his body.
You're right! This little one's body truly is strange. You can leave. I'm discussing science with... what's her face? Himeko? Science exists in objectivity. There's nothing to be secretive about. But as far as you're concerned, I think it would be better for you to listen in. After all, I have a lot of plans ahead involving you. Speaking of which, Himeko? Can I bring him in for some research?
That's not up to me to decide. You can ask him yourself.
This little twerp really has a temper. Don't worry, I won't hurt a hair on your head. With my skills, even surgery would be painless. Aren't you worried about that bomb inside of you? Let me help you while I'm still interested. Once I'm not, I won't do any studies, even if you beg me. I'm very interested now. So there's almost nothing I won't accommodate. A Stellaron in your body? How interesting is that? Be grateful that I'm offering to help you out. This is a service even the IPC can't buy.
You understand now? Herta wants you to stay in her space station.
Well, I'm going to have to modify your wording here. This little twerp can only stay temporarily until the research is done. Or maybe I'll lose interest halfway through and they can just beat it.
And after that?
Not my problem.
You also have another option. The Astral Express. If you want, you can leave with us. The Express has its fair share of experiences with Stellarons. The thing you're worried about and the answers we're looking for are one and the same. Besides, we can come back anytime to let Herta conduct her research. She's absolutely fascinated now.
Well, works for me. Keeps this subject fresh, too. And that way, I won't need to keep worrying about this little twerp all the time. Perfect. My advice would be to get on. You're not doing me that big of a favor by staying anyway. Just remember to come back often. Make an appointment in advance with Asta or Arlen so I can make time to study you.
There's no need to rush into this, Herta. Asta's in the Master Control Zone. Let's let him have a talk with Asta first and decide for himself. I'll be waiting for you on the platform. It's no hurry if you still have things to do or someone to see. Come find me when you've made your decision.
Genius Society Member 1. I hung up his portrait purely out of respect. Without him, there would be no Genius Society today. Frankly, I don't know what he has achieved. None of his books and inventions have survived. But there's gotta be a place for the founder of the society, right? Polka Kakamund, Member 4 of the Genius Society. A woman full of mystery. Many people in the society died by her hand. I haven't heard anything about her for many years, but I firmly believe she is still alive. Hey, Lord of Silence, if you're here, if you're listening, I'm Member 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about. This is Aiden, Member 22 of the Genius Society, the most selfless and the strangest one. He spent his whole life helping others. Personally, I don't see the point. But the society is famous thanks to him. The Inter-Astral Peace Corporation has been trying to find a replacement ever since his death. They searched for many Amber Eras, but no genius was willing to lower their head to the IPC. Until they found me. Oh, Elias Salas, such a lovely old fellow. He is Member 56 of the Genius Society, one of the only 2 publicly elected ministers in the Society's history. Be grateful to him. He created the Synthesia beacons and overrange remote sensing, the cornerstones of modern cosmic communication. However, he did not disclose his inventions to the public, so I hereby certify that the rights of these 2 technologies belong to the Intelligentsia Guild. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of the guild, but it is impressive that they managed to reproduce Elias Salas's inventions. Member 76 of the Genius Society, Screwlum. I've known him for a long time. He's a really good man, a gentleman with an exceptional mechanical mind. I've learned a lot from him. Recently, I have been working with him and Ron May on a project. I hope this project can help us get closer to the greatest mystery of the universe. This is Madame Herda, or better known as Member 83 of the Genius Society. In her childhood, she solved the solitary waves theory and the spark model hypotheses. In her adolescence, she found the sigma baryons conversion method. In middle age, she proposed the Herda sequence and published a paper on de-aging. In her senior years, she managed to reverse her own age via de-aging and went on to solve the mystery of the imaginary leakage phenomenon, and even captured and sealed a stellaron. Madame Herda has saved the planet she was on from destruction 19 times and has met the eons twice. This space station is her property.
Hey, there you are. I haven't moved. What you're seeing is one of my remote-controlled puppets. They're all over the station. I just connect to one wherever I am needed. Enough chit-chat. I am working on a big project with a few colleagues. If we succeed, it will answer the ultimate question that's been puzzling us for thousands of amber eras. The truth about eons. Eons. Think about it. What mystical existences. Some eons used to be ordinary humans like you and me, but somehow they managed to obtain power beyond our imagination. They are mysterious, powerful, silent, and terrifying. It's hard to explain all the mysteries surrounding them. How were they created? Why were they created? What were they created for? Have you ever thought about these questions? "42 what? Are you even listening to me? We want to solve the mystery behind the eons. Right now, I want you to participate in this project. The 4 geniuses of the society wrote a program together. You see the big machine in the office? That machine contains a universe. Just like the universe we live in, but it's more streamlined and customized. I call it the metaverse. Oh, really? That's what my partner said as well. Fine, I am a team player. Then let's call it the simulated universe. Now go and experience it for yourself. I will guide you in the simulated universe to make sure nothing happens to you. I'll even give you a substantial reward.
Keep at it.
It's too late to repent.
goodness you're all safe. It's a pity that we haven't had the chance to talk much, and now the Express is about to leave. Do you have any questions? Well, Madame Herta gave me a piece of code, which she apparently wrote on the way here. I just tried it out, and the defense shield's regenerating 3 times faster than before. Thanks to her, the Antimatter Legion outside is not much of a threat anymore. The space station's repairs and reconstruction can also begin smoothly, but internally. When the Stellaron was extracted, even for that brief moment, it corroded the space station and formed a new space, what we now call the fragmentum. The part that was corroded is irreversible, so the space station will always be in a state of quasi-fragmentum. All existing fragmentums are connected, so there will be monsters that will enter the space station through its fragmentum. I'd like to know the answer to that as well. All existing fragmentums are connected, so monsters will be able to enter the space station through the fragmentum here, but it shouldn't allow anything to exit your body, so... I talked with Arlan, and there's no easy solution to this problem at the moment. We can only increase the security and patrol frequency to protect the ongoing research. After all this is over, I'm putting my vacation time in with Madame Herta. I've got it all planned. I'll hop on an airship and give the blue a good look. Be that as it may, taking it in while on vacation and observing it during work are not the same thing. Oh, and if I have an actual full vacation, I can take my time to collect observational data and finish writing my paper. Oh, I guess so. I haven't taken leave once since I joined the space station. Oh, and if I have an actual full vacation, I can take my time to collect observational data and finish writing my paper. Of course, there's already a lot of published research on the blue, but I want to study it myself. It might sound a lot like work, but it's really just a hobby. There are no deadlines or quotas to meet, and I don't get paid. I like you, but you have a Stellaron in your body? If you were just wandering around, or if you agreed to be sealed away in an experiment pod, that would be fine. But if you're going to work in the space station long term, the Stellaron may have some serious effects on the station's fragmentum. As the lead researcher, that's a risk I cannot take. I can sense your enthusiasm for the space station, but I'm afraid I have to turn you away. Well, if you wanted to come back and help, of course I wouldn't refuse you. Dan Hung helped inventory our rare items. March 7th said that she would help out as much as she can and connected over 50 wires in the electrical room. Everyone from the Express is so obliging. And I think you're pretty good at meddling, too. Oh, sure. No hurry.
Still haven't made up your mind? Fine. Since I'm interested in you, I'll answer any questions you have. Stellarons, huh? Ask away. I'm listening. According to my research, it's a type of life form with a special property that tethers it to a certain path or eon's power. Wherever it's located, it responds to that world's desires to advance its civilization. But this comes at the cost of some form of disaster. The mechanism behind it is likely related to Nanook the Destruction. Oh, that weird bunch. I'm satisfied with just one Stellaron. But they've scoured the universe, obtained several, and still aren't satisfied. I don't know what their true intentions are. Screwlum went up against the Stellaron hunters before. I heard there was a member whose hacking skills were on par with Screwlum. Being on the same level as Screwlum, who's probably the best in the universe, is nothing short of spectacular. It's beyond my abilities. Computers are not my forte. That I don't know. Which is why I'm gearing up to solve this mystery. The Express? Shouldn't you be asking Himiko instead? You mean how it looks? Like a train. Well, I was very interested in the Express for a while, and wrote a lot of papers, but forgot where I left them. Now I can't remember anything about it. Well, we've been business partners for a long time. Every once in a while, I'll need them to get me things from other planets. And they often come to me to help them solve problems. What decision? You're gonna have to be more specific. Well, from an objective standpoint, that is the most rational place for you to be. First of all, you have somewhere to live, and you'd be under their protection. Also, it'll be a long trip, so you'll have more opportunities to find a way to save yourself from the Stellaron. Lastly, if the Stellaron really explodes, you won't harm too many people around you. Oh, how should I know? It's up to you. You have so many options to choose from. Maybe jump out a hatch, or hop into the Fragmentum and see if any monsters start worshipping you. Of course! I'll still be here waiting for you. The space station will be waiting for you. Returning? It's not impossible. If you want to be a researcher here, you can just ask Asta. If she's fine with it, I have no complaints. No, hold on. You have a Stellaron within you. I think it's better if you left and came back occasionally. It might be dangerous if you stayed for too long. No! You're way too dangerous. I don't mind personally, but I don't want Asta and others to take the risk. You wouldn't want the Stellaron in you to hurt all the people in the space station either, right? Just come back once in a while. You will always be welcome at the space station. Just don't stay for too long. You really are weird. What's so good about this place? Even I don't like staying here. Ugh, fine. To be honest with you, I have plenty of ways to seal a mere Stellaron. You just might end up not having a lot of personal freedom. If you're so keen to stay, fine, I'm okay with it. Go speak to Asta. She's the lead researcher. She's in charge. As I've said, talk to Asta. She's the lead researcher. She's in charge. Go, go, go. Me? Well, talking about oneself is as pointless as it gets. On paper, yes, but I don't really care about this place. I built it, put some stuff in, left some people here, and let them just manage themselves. Asta's the lead researcher of the space station, so for all intents and purposes, she's the master. I reject the concept of ownership because I don't want the responsibilities that come with it. It doesn't matter. Who cares if others don't like me? I know I don't care. As long as I have my own value, I can do whatever I want. Well, you may have good character. Do you have any value? Don't take that the wrong way. I'm genuinely asking you. You might have some value. I just don't know about it. Human, female, young, beautiful, attractive. Not much different from what you're seeing now. I modeled it after how I looked back when I was a kid. It might not be identical, but I'd say maybe 70, 80% there. Oh, I was so precocious. All I cared about back then was solving the solitary wave problem. Ignoring my precious childhood. Okay, suit yourself.
Oh, thank goodness you're all safe. It's a pity that we haven't had the chance to talk. Huh? Madame Herta said that? In that case, I have nothing against it either. Mind you, if Madame Herta was to do something to you, she's not going to care a lot about what you think.
Oh, it's you. Do you have something on your mind? Oh? What did I do? Huh. Is that so? Well, I am the train's guard. I suppose it's just instinct. It's about being observant at all times and carefully making the best choice for the situation. You can do it too. I think you're not bad yourself. If you're referring to what I think about you joining the Astral Express, you're overthinking it. My position is simple. It doesn't matter to me. I suggest you ignore my opinions and make your own choice. Being on the Express isn't exactly the same as traveling or adventuring. The Astral Express symbolizes trailblazing. You understand? Trailblazing implies the unknown, be it unknown risks or unknown rewards. In my opinion, the unknown is no more terrifying than the known. In fact, the unknown signifies something we can control and change. Okay then. Don't use hesitation as an excuse. If you hesitate for too long, your original way of thinking will eventually cease to exist.
Hey, I heard the news! You're coming with us on the Express, right? Oh, come on. You know that's what you want deep down inside. I can see it on your face. Do I even need to say it? I think we're becoming fast friends. Isn't that enough? But you look like you've got something on your mind. Come on, out with it. Getting nostalgic already? You know, when you were passed out, all I thought was I had to look after you. And then you picked up the bat? Just incredible! In the blink of an eye, you knocked that big fella into Mr. Yang's black hole and saved me. I still haven't thanked you properly yet. Nah, we're not splitting up here. I'd like to know too. I was already on the train when I woke up. I was just drifting out there in space and got picked up by the Express. Amazing, right? Crazy stuff like that? Not too often. It sure freaked me out. But every encounter I've had since coming aboard the Express has been strange to say the least. For example, going to the desert to catch something called a sandfish, correcting a gravitational field to flip an upside-down castle, or almost getting my head cracked open by a galena ball falling from the sky while trying to avoid a sleeping reindeer on the road. Huh. Looking back now, it all seems quite dangerous. But I had the crew there with me, so the problems didn't seem all that bad. Of course you should! Why wouldn't you? There's only 4 of us now, plus Pom Pom. Each of us can have our own carriage to sleep in. You wouldn't have the heart to leave your carriage unmanned, would you? Join us. Then it wouldn't be a problem anymore. Then come aboard and take a look for yourself. I'll be waiting for you.
So, have you thought things through? Go ahead, speak your mind. There's no need to be so formal. You helped us defeat that big fella anyway. Plus, if we keep making pleasantries, we'll waste a whole day. You've done me a huge favor by defending the space station from the Antimatter Legion. And know that while Herta may not admit it, she owes me one. She won't refuse me if I ask for a favor in return. And it's probably not too much to ask for a rare item from the space station, right? How about we continue talking on the Express? I'll make you a cup of coffee, my special blend. I was ready ages ago. I've been here so many times before. It should have just been an ordinary trip for me. But everything's not so ordinary anymore, is it? Walking the same path over and over will never be the same. There will always be something new. That's the meaning of trailblazing. As always, to follow in the footsteps of Akivili. Sometimes we stop on other worlds, and we'll continue to do so. There are countless next stops in the galaxy. I love the vast reaches of space, and the Express does too. I want to seek out new worlds, and the Express wants to return to its former path. Because you're different. Well, that might be the biggest reason. It's not the only one. Well, the fact that you have a Stellaron in your body is not something most people can boast about. I think you need a chance. A chance to discover just how different you really are from everyone else. Everybody keeps telling you how special you are and how you have a Stellaron inside you. But that's already plain as day to you. And no matter who tells you, be it me or Herta or anybody, it's not the same thing as feeling it yourself. You have to experience enough to know if you've gained or lost anything because of the Stellaron, and to know who you really are. Learn to control the Stellaron, and then you can control your destiny. The Stellaron might still be an enigma, but the fact of the matter is, it's a part of you. And you have to embrace this before you can move forward into the future. So, have you thought things through? Stay? But Herta? Is that so? Well, I respect your choice. Take care. We'll come back now and then to see you.
After careful deliberation, you decide to decline Himiko's invitation. With a long whistle, the Astral Express prepares to go ahead on its journey. The friends you just made wave goodbye to you, and your farewell is as sudden and final as your meeting. After the departure of the Express, the station begins to eagerly rebuild. Meanwhile, Herta and you get busy while researching the Stellaron. However, it doesn't take long before Herta loses interest in you and the Stellaron, and Asta arranges for you to become a researcher at the space station. You spend a peaceful life on the space station. The Express visits a few times before disappearing for good. From the occasional visitors on the station, you hear stories about how the final end of the Express and the Stellaron Hunters shakes the universe to its very core. Sometimes you wonder whether their destiny would have changed had you stepped onto that train. But those stories are no longer for you.